Alrighty, this is part two, guys. And I'm not kidding around, guys. You better enjoy my series wise, man, because I don't play around with death in this fucked up mess of my life, man. You guys think I'm gonna save you after what you did to me? You're fucking crazy people, man. You're not gonna be saved. You're gonna be abandoned by my glory. You're not gonna be saved, man. Ivan, how bad of a price is being left behind? Being left behind is just as bad of a price as me being with my wife. That's how bad of a price it is. As you're looking at worldwide international fame, you're completely abandoned from my glory, guys. You're not saved. You're left behind. Yeah, it's a horrific price to pay, man. Think about it. Being left behind is just like me being with my wife is a heavy price. You know what I'm saying? I would cry. My video would crush me. I would shed heavy tears. You guys being left behind, you guys are also gonna cry too. You're gonna cry tears because you guys don't see the price now because you took it for granted. But once I piece up my wife and I experienced that glory from my Zane's movie, my Matrix trilogy, or my Great Escape, and my games, and you see that crazy worldwide buzz. You guys are at home, you're hanging out with your family, obviously, and you see all these trending pictures. You're gonna be like, holy shit, Ivan set this whole thing up. Man, like, it's a shitty feeling to be left behind, man. Yeah. You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry tears. And it's finally gonna hit your minds, oh my god, like, we made the wrong choice. We should have just let Ivan GVGB go, yes. And you couldn't do it because you let your everything take over because you're fucking crazy people, man. Yeah. And that's how I know you guys are wicked people, obviously. As I tested, that was a test of your goodness, and you failed miserably, man. You guys failed the test miserably. As you broke every moral code in the fucking book. Fucking crazy people, man. Everything you broke, man. Even killing a good man, an innocent man who didn't do anything wrong. I don't know. I get my checks, I go to the store, I get beers, I get smokes. I watch stuff on TV, I work on my book, I read books, I watch YouTube. And I find out that I'm separated from my wife, the doors are locked on me, this fucked up mess in my life, you know what I'm saying? I find out I have to have sex with my son, I have to have sex with like 1,000 women, I have to suffer this with my wife. I'm like, what did I do to you guys? You guys are crazy psychopaths, you're fucking wicked people, yeah. Yeah, Ivan, you're innocent, but we don't see you as innocent because we know you're innocent, Ivan, but it pisses us off that every time we dream, you run away. So because of my holy nature, you think I have to pay, so you know I'm innocent, so because of my holy nature, you think I have to pay you my way because you can't see me have sex. Seeing me have sex is none of your business, man. I'm not meant for you, man. I'm only meant for VJ. Yeah, there's a reason why VJ, every night she cries. Because she's only meant for me, obviously. Even though all these animals go after VJ, and VJ's stupid, obviously. She's a stupid whore. She's a bitch, and she's Casey for granted, obviously. The reason why she cries every night is because at the end of the day, VJ is meant for me. She's not meant for them. And as long as VJ sees hell, she will cry. Because VJ was meant to see me, obviously. Hence why I put the rule, don't touch her. She's only meant for me. The only way VJ can be fully happy is if she's with me, obviously. And she sees the light, obviously. As long as she sees hell, she'll be miserable and she'll cry every night, yeah. That's why I put the rule, don't touch her. My wife is crazy, man. And then you touch her, and now look at the kind of woman she is. She's a crazy bitch, man. Yeah, she fucks me behind my back, and she keeps crying to me every night. Because you touched her, yeah. Right? Put the rule, don't touch her, man. So you guys knew she would cry these heavy tears and have to die, and you just go ahead and, yeah, touch her anyways. Like, you don't even care. Like, no sense of morality. We don't care, man. We see hell too. Yeah, you let your enemy take over because you're crazy people, man. You're nothing but a mess with you, man. No. You can see her now, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? So after the fucked up mess of my life and me suffering death, you finally supposedly think you have control of my relationship. You can see her now, Ivan. Yeah, I'm taking my wife and I'm peacing out. I'm not going to do that, man. I'm taking her and I'm peacing out. And VJ's running away with me after what you put both me. Because even though VJ's a crazy bitch and she pisses me off, and yeah, and then you guys set the whole thing up for her. Had you not separated me and her, VJ wouldn't be this crazy bitch. She wouldn't be this kind of woman, man. You turned my wife into this kind of woman because you're fucking wicked people, man. Yeah, man. The woman Victoria Justice is not my wife, man. Victoria Justice was not supposed to be this kind of woman. But you guys turned her into this kind of woman because you're wicked people, and you're gonna do the same thing for me. You're gonna turn this good man into a porn star. Yeah, you're fucking wicked people, man. Oh my god, man. Like, you guys it just blows my mind how wicked you guys are, man. Oh my god. Anyways, hence why you better enjoy the series while you can, guys. Because once I'm king, I'm peacing out with VJ, and you're not gonna be safe. And if I make that Matrix trilogy, don't hate me, Keanu Reeves. You will not. You're not going to be the star of my movie, obviously. But at the end of the day, look, man, it's none of my business. Keanu Reeves' career is none of my business. My career is none of his business. He'll have a successful career in Hollywood, obviously. He'll be the side attention. Don't hate me, Keanu Reeves. He'll be left behind. You know, I'll be nice enough to save him for the Matrix movie, but I'll have him have a small role. He'll be a bit pissed off, but at the end of the day, his career and my career is what is my career is not is. His career is none of my business at the end of the day, right? When I was a bum, Keanu Reeves wasn't there to help me. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm now king and I start my career, if he's not in the greatest game, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, it's out of my control. You know what I'm saying? He'll be a bit pissed off, obviously, but he won't really care. Well, I even make that movie. Honor my legacy. Go kick ass as the one. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fellow fan myself. Yeah, Keanu Reeves and all of them are fellow fans. If Scarlett Johansson and African aren't chosen for the Matrix movie, I'm sorry, guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and your career is none of my business, obviously. Just like my career is none of your business, I'm saying. Alright, what the fuck, man? Look, man, when I was a bum, and you guys were making your millions in Hollywood, did any of you guys even bother to lend a hand? Hey, Ivan, you have a wife. Nobody even in my life bothered to even help me out one bit, because you guys are all wicked people, obviously. And now when I'm king, you're what? You're pissed off that you're not a part of my movie. Look, man, you know what I'm saying? If you're not my movie, it sucks, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's none of my business. I'm saying, don't hate me, guys. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that is my idea, my plan for the Matrix franchise. 3 Matrix movies that are sequels to the what? To the 3 original Matrix movies. And 3 games, 3 Unreal Engine 5 games I'm gonna make. 3 Unreal Engine 5 games I'm going to make. And I'm going to hire Rad Brad to do my walkthroughs. If I start the game division, I will guaranteed hire, I'll give Rad Brad a call. I'll find him, have my secretaries contact him via email, call his number. He probably has an email somewhere on his Twitter. Email him, hey Brad, Ivan and VJ are starting game division. I'm not going to call Brad until the developers are like started the game project. Once it's official and the game is now being made and developers are now working on the game project, that's when I'll call Rad Brad. I'm not going to call him before. No, you have to make sure it's don't sign him before the developers. No, you have to make sure it's official that they're making the game. Then once it's official, you can call Rad Brad, fly into Vancouver, and you can sign him to his nice like $600,000 deal. $640,000 I'll pay him for the 3.5 week, 1 month walkthrough for the Zanus game. And I'll fly him again for a couple years later. You fly him again. He does the walkthrough for the Matrix Deja Vu Matrix 4 game. Something like that Unreal Engine 5 Matrix Awakens. Something amazing, yeah. But it's not open world. I'm like, guys, make sure the Matrix game is not open world. It is story driven. It is story driven. You know how Mafia is? Yeah, you know how you have the Mafia game? It's kind of a bit open world, but yeah, it's story driven. It's a story driven game. Don't make it open world, otherwise it won't be as good. Make it story driven, like Path of Neo and Enter the Matrix. Except it's like it's like that Unreal. It's like that Unreal Engines 5 Matrix Awakens. Something like technology like that. Yeah, amazing game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and the life of the one. And I'm gonna tell them, guys, like even though it is a Matrix 4 game. I don't want you guys to just. I don't want the players to just play as me, Have them play as different characters. They play as Michael B. Jordan, they play as VJ. I'm the main character, but have a lot of scenes with these other guys too. Yeah, I was just saying, yeah. So some scenes you play as Michael, some scenes you play as VJ, and some scenes you mainly play as me, but you also play as these other characters to make it more interesting, Samsara. Yeah, Ivan, how much players? Okay, you play as Michael B. Jordan, you play as VJ, you play as John Krasinski, you play as Brie Larson, you play as Paul Bettany. And then if Ben Affleck's in the game, you can play as Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson if they're in the game. Play as like 6, 7 different characters, and they all have different scenes, different missions, different scenes in the game. Some saying. Whereas Path of Neo, you just play as Neo. Enter the Matrix, you play as Naomi and that Asian dude. I forget his name. Some saying. Whereas for my game, you play as like 6, 7 different characters. Make sure you play as all the different characters. But I am the main character. You play as me mainly, but you play as all different characters. So while you do the thing where I'm growing up, and while you do the thing where I'm growing up, while you do the thing where I'm growing up, while you do the thing where I'm growing up in the Matrix, obviously, you have scenes in Zion when you play as a younger Morpheus, you play as a younger VJ, and I'm saying, and when they're in Zion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have guys. I want you to have scenes in Zion too. Stuff goes on in Zion too, and mainly the Matrix, but have a few scenes with stuff going on in Zion. You know what I'm saying? Do that. It make the game more interesting, so Sarah. Do that. To make the game more interesting. As I don't pay Michael B. Jordan and all those actors like a lot of money for nothing. I want those guys to have major roles in the game too. You need Michael B. Jordan to do voice acting. All my stars, you're gonna have them do voice acting in the studio for the game, and they're gonna have to wear that CGI thing, the CGI technology for the character face models. Like guys, I want the characters in the game looking exactly like what? Looking exactly like my stars. I want the character face model of me to look exactly like me in the game, obviously. The character, you're gonna see me in the game. Holy shit, it's so cool seeing Ivan. You see VJ in the game. Oh my god, this is so cool. Yeah, you look at an amazing experience. You're gonna see Radbad. All right, it comes down to this. He's like, I am so excited, guys. I'm saying, he's like, welcome. He's like, the Matrix, deja vu. No, I'm saying he does that echo thing. yeah, I know what I'm saying. Where his, you know what I'm saying, his audio is out of focus, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Deja vu. You know what I'm saying? He's all excited. Yeah, he might do a thing where he posts a picture on his Instagram or his Twitter. He's like, I'm excited to cover this game. You know, he takes a picture of the Matrix 4 like PS4 game. You know what I'm saying? The whole world's going crazy for that game. Yeah, I'm gonna release the game before the movie's in the dock to build buzz. Hey guys, I want the game available for launch before the movie and the dock, okay, to build buzz. All right, we'll do that for you. Yeah, and the whole world will be watching Radbrad, and hundreds of millions of people are going to be buying the game too. But make sure it's available for launch, Ivan. Yeah. Yeah, how long will it take for you to develop this game, Ivan? Like, it'll take us a good 2.5 years to develop this game, Ivan. So, can you guys pull off having the game available for purchase before my documentary movie? Ivan, we can pull it off. Ask them, what they know. Then, yeah. If they need more time, I can delay the release date of the movie. You know what I'm saying? That way you can do that, right? Yeah. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to go get a drink of water. I hate when you do that. Yeah. Skip the video if you don't want to wait. Don't hate me, man. Yeah. 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 So for the Matrix franchise, how it will work is it will be a 2.5 year project, obviously. So if I purchase the rights off Matrix, I most likely will. So you get that video, and I'm saying you see me, VJ, John Favreau, Dave Filoni, whatever it is. And you see David Zaslav, and we sign that contract, obviously. And then we give Warner Bros. $2.2 billion in cash. And the money gets wired into that fat check gets wired into their account, obviously. And we sign that deal. The Matrix brand is now in my hands, obviously. Now what? Me and VJ, the first thing we're going to have to do, I'm going to have a meeting with Jon Favreau and Filoni. Okay, Ivan, so you want to make, let's focus on Matrix 4 for now and the Matrix 4 game. That's our priority right now. So I'll put out an ad. I need a good 1,000 people who worked on Epic Games to work on my Matrix 4 game. And I'll find them. They'll all apply, obviously. And then we fly in all those guys. We sign them. Pay most of the guys a nice 50, 60K on average salary. Don't pay them 30K. No, they have families to feed. Pay them a good, at least 50, 55K. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? Pay them a good, 50, 55, 60K, most of the guys. And the upper management guys, you can pay some of those guys 80, 75, 100, 150, 200, 300. 500K max. You pay the art director for the game. You can pay him a couple $100,000. The art director is the boss, right? You got to pay him a lot of money. But all the other guys under him, pay those guys on average 50, 55K, 50K minimum. That way they can feed their families, right? If you think I want to pay you 150K and have you drain my budget out, you're fucking crazy. I'm only going to do that for my movie. Whereas for the games, I'm not doing that, man. Because for games, it's not as much work as movies. Actually, no, games is a lot of work, but I'm not gonna pay them 150K for games. No, you have to. I only have a $450 million budget for Zanus and the Matrix. Pay the Epic Games guys. Most of them pay them a nice 50. They make about 45, 50K for games, right? Pay those guys a nice 50, 55, 60K. It's good enough. But I'll feed them with a buffet. I'll make sure they're fed well with the buffet, and I'll spoil them with all you can drink coffee and all, so that way they work harder for you. Because I'm paying them 50, 55K. You want to work hard for you, give them a buffet. And I'll give them once a month parties. You can do some of that for them. Give all those guys once a month parties. You see what I'm saying? And I'll have all those guys sleep in trailers. Because I'm gonna own 40 acres of land. I have more than enough room to have 1,000 trailers. You can have 1,000 trailers around my building, and that's where they all sleep. And you have portable showers. That way you save money. I'm not gonna fucking have 1,000 people and pay for the hotel. No, that's crazy. Have them sleep in trailers when they work in the building. And you have portable showers for them. I can easily afford it with a $450 million budget, obviously. But I'll make sure there's Wi-Fi. There's Wi-Fi around my building. That way when they go in their trailer, they can watch stuff on their phones. You can even have TVs in the building for them to watch stuff on TV. When they're on the breaks, you can do some of that for them to give them a good experience. I'm saying, if you want Epic, because chances are most people who work in games, they make about 50K around there. Who work for the games. So pay most of those guys a nice 50K each around there. 55K, 60K salary. That way they can feed their families. But don't let them dupe and pay them all 150K. No, man. I'm not gonna. If I do that, you're gonna cost me $200 million in salaries. No, I want most of that money going towards my Unreal Engine 5 technology Matrix game. But pay them a good salary, they're not angry with you. There's nothing, and feed them with a buffet, and give them parties. And then once the game is finished, the game is finished, I will release a game trailer for my Matrix game too, on my website too. So you have a section, you have the main page, you have red carpet, you know what I'm saying? You have documentary, you have news. You have games, and you have trailers. You have the movie trailer and you have game trailer. You can do a section where you have movie trailer and you have game trailers. 2 sections. Game trailers is where my Matrix 4 trailer will be. You guys will all watch that. You're looking at crazy buzz for that, and you also have my Matrix 4 trailer for the movie. And you have a section, Rad Brad's walkthrough. You click there, and that's where Rad Brad's videos are uploaded. You know what I'm saying? You can call it Rad Brad's game walkthrough on my website. Holy shit, Rad Brad's Ivan's poster boy. Oh my, yeah, Rad Brad's my poster boy, yeah. Rad Brad is the advertisement for my game, obviously, pretty much. He's the one playing my game, and the whole world is getting the experience of my game, which can lead more people to buy my game, obviously. High chance a lot of people who don't really buy games, when they watch Rad Brad's walk, like, oh my god, I want to get a piece of this car. I want to get a piece of the action and some of them might go purchase a PS6 and buy my game, obviously. So that's why you pay Rabbi a lot of money, considering he's your poster boy. Pay him a nice like $600,000. He's your poster boy for your for don't hang Rabbi. He's your poster boy for your what? For your games. That's why because he's a poster boy and your company's a big company. You need to pay your boy a lot of money. Pay him a nice like $4,000. That way he works hard for you, Sarah. Yeah. That way Rabbi works hard for you. And if you think Rabbit is excited when he plays his games on YouTube, he's gonna be so hyped for that Zanus and Matrix game. Especially the Matrix game, you're gonna see how excited Rabbit is. I remember that reaction. Rabbit was like, "Holy shit, this is so cool!" When he played the Matrix Awakens game, he's like, "If this is the future of games, I'm excited." Yeah. Think of a Matrix game with that kind of technology, man. Unreal Engine 5, yeah, man. Oh hell, water's so good. Look at something unheard of, yeah, man. Yeah. So going back to so once I purchase the rights off the Matrix brand, obviously off Warner Bros, I give them a nice $2.2 million. We shake hands, the deal. I part it up with all the Warner Bros executives. Okay, guys, let's celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Ivan. So once I sign that deal with David Zaslav and the Warner Bros execs, I will take them out to a nice dinner. I'll pay for it out of my pocket. Those guys are all loaded, but they're not as rich as me. Okay, guys, I'll take you guys all to nice dinner. It's on me. And after that, we can go to a bar and get drunk. We can go to a bar and get drunk, or I can book what? I can book a top high end suite, and for just us, and we party up all day. I'll just go to a bar. It's cheaper. Go to a bar. We rounds on me. I'll pay for all the rounds, and we all get drunk. I get drunk with the Warner Bros. Execs, and you're gonna see that trend online, obviously. And then I'm saying, once I purchase the rights off the Matrix brand, obviously. So first thing I have to do, okay, I meet with Jon Favreau and Filoni. Okay, Ivan, so your plan is let's take away the stress. Let's not focus on Matrix 5 for now. Let's focus on Matrix 4 and the Matrix 4 game. The Matrix 4, the Matrix Deja Vu game, and the Matrix Deja Vu movie. Okay, Ivan, I'm gonna give the Wachowski sisters a call, fly them to my office. We already did early development planning, obviously, for the movie. I pay them the $100K, and then we meet with them, we do board meetings, and now we write the script, obviously. And I'm also gonna have to put out the ad for Epic Games, hire a good 1,000 people. 1,000 people is enough, and they're gonna be working on the Matrix, the Matrix 4, Deja Vu game, and I'll have them be in my property in that development build, that huge. I have to build a huge building, that huge development building, and they're gonna begin planning the game, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'll hire all my storyboard guys to do the game. Hey guys, for now, just do your meetings. Obviously, wait until I finish the script with the Wachowski sisters and my two developers. And once we finish the script, I will give you the script, and you can study the script, and that way you can write the story for the game. Ivan, what do you? They're gonna ask me, Ivan, what are you thinking of? What are you thinking of for your Matrix game? I'm thinking something like your Matrix Awakens demo. Okay, something like that, Ivan. Yeah, something like that. But it's story driven. Okay, Ivan, what you're saying. And here's my script. Study my script. I'll let you guys do your thing. Make sure you make the game faithful to the DNA of the script, but you can add in a lot of details to make it more interesting, like you did for Path of Neo. There's nothing wrong with adding a lot of things in the game, but make sure you're faithful to the DNA of the story. And don't just have the players play as me. Have them play as all my characters. Hey, Ivan, you want to have scenes with all your characters? Yes, I want to have scenes. I want the players to play with like all these different characters, but I am the main character ultimately. But have them play with all these different characters. I'm saying, I was just saying, yeah, and they make an amazing game, amazing Matrix game, yeah. Yeah. It'll take me probably a good 3 months to write the Matrix script. It won't take me long. Because my Matrix movie will probably be a 3.5 hour movie. 3.5 hour movie. You're probably looking at a 130, 140 page script. And me, the Wachowski sisters, and Jon Favreau and Filoni will finish writing it in 3 months. Once we finish writing the script, we have to go over it again. We finish our first draft. Once I finish the first draft, I'll part it up with the Wachowski sisters. We finish the script. I'm saying we're all happy, and I part it up with them, obviously. And we have to go over the script again. We have to go over the script again. We have to go over the script again. Ivan, how much times? I want to go over the script a good 3 times. At least, minimum. That way, we made sure we wrote it good. Guys, I want this movie to be an amazing movie. We can't be lazy. Well, the comics will tell me, Ivan, the script is good enough. Trust me, man. I wrote the Matrix scripts. Your script is fucking amazing, Ivan. This is an amazing movie. You know, I said, yes, I know, but we need to go over it again. John Favreau, Ivan, the script's fine, man. Ivan, like, trust me, I worked in many movies. Your script is fine. This is just as good as your Zayn script, Ivan. This is almost as good as your Zayn. This is a masterpiece, Ivan. Yeah, it's a masterpiece, I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. And because I did early development planning with the Wachowski sisters a couple months prior before I even wrote the script, me and the Wachowski sisters and John Favreau are going to be so prepped when we write that Matrix script. We write an amazing script, man. Yeah, an amazing script. Yeah. Matrix 4 ends up being a masterpiece. Yeah. You think it'll be better than Matrix 1? I don't know. I don't think it will be. But because I'm acting as the one, that could make the movie better, obviously. But as a story, I don't know if it'll be better than Matrix 1. But it'll be probably almost as good. It'll be a masterpiece. But I think my other 2 movies might perhaps beat out Reload and Revolutions. Because Reloaded was very good, but it didn't really have story. It was more action. And Revolutions was okay. It was pretty good. It wasn't that great. So I'm saying, yeah. So I'm saying, yeah. But my Matrix trilogy, looking at a masterpiece, guys. Looking at a masterpiece. Yeah. And then once the script is finished, obviously, and we went over our 3 drafts, obviously, I will have John Favreau begin printing all the scripts. John Favreau will need to print all the scripts, obviously. And then later on that first year, I'll start flying in my stars. So Michael B. Jordan, Brie Larson, all them, you fly all those guys into your office and they sign those contracts. They sign those exclusive fat contracts, obviously. Right? Pay Michael $9 million. That's good enough for him. That's like about $4 million in his bank after taxes and the rates. You give him 0.01, which is a good, I don't know, $5 million in royalties. $4 million in royalties, $4.5 million in royalties. Good paycheck for Michael B. Jordan. $250K merch, royalty. Speaking of earnings, if you're going on the world tour, $2,000 aircraft, $300 gas card, $40,000 worth of commercial money. That's nice, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you pay him $2 million for the Matrix 4 game, to voice act and do the character face model, obviously. Pay Michael a nice $2. A nice $2 million. Yeah. And then the second year, that's when training begins. So I'll have all the people in the movie are going to be training. So you Michael B. Jordan train, me, VJ, Michael B. Jordan, Brie Larson, John Krasinski, Ben Affleck if he's in it, and Scarlett Johansson, all them. If they're in the movie, you have them train with you. And I'll hire the best Kung Fu stuntmen to train us in Kung Fu, obviously, for the movie. Because I'm like, guys, for the Matrix fighting, I don't want something like John Wick, like you got for fucking Resurrections with Neil's fighting. With Neil's fighting, no. I want the fighting to be like the originals. That way, your faith lies. Resurrection, the fighting was not similar to the Matrix. It was weird. It was like John Wick street fighting. It was weird. My guess is because Keanu Reeves can't do the kind of fighting he did in the original Matrix because his body's done, man. He's still pretty fine. He's 60 now, but like once you hit your 60s, you can't really do those kung fu stuff. You know what I'm saying, because your body's done, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah. And the second year I will do 4 commercials with the actors, the Matrix actors, and they'll do a good 6 months of kung fu training. And we'll do 6 months of table reads. But the moment I fly in the stars for the second year, I'll make sure the actors all get a script in the plane. They can study their script, study their lines. And the second year we do the training, the kung fu training for the movie. Yeah. Look how amazing, yeah. And then the third year, I don't know, all the actors are flown to location and filming begins. For the Matrix franchise, you're probably looking at a good, I don't know, 4.5 months of filming around there. Around there, right? Yeah, 4.5 months, and the actors get their checks when production starts. The moment the first day of filming happens, the actors get their bi-weekly nice fat check. You know what I'm saying? And after that, the journey ends for that movie. But they're not gonna beg because they're signed on for a month. They sign on to a multi-movie contract, and so they're lucky, obviously. That's why the Matrix actors are lucky. If I made the Matrix franchise, those Matrix actors are lucky, man. They're fucking lucky people, man. You know, Ivan, they're lucky. They're lucky because they don't have to what? They don't have to what? They don't have to. They're gonna be saved for like 9, 10 years, man. In other words, by the third movie, you're gonna see like Michael B. Jordan. You're gonna see Michael B. Jordan, Brie Larson, John Krasinski, and all of them, and Paul Bettany. You're gonna see they look a bit older because Michael B. Jordan will be like about 50 years old when he'll be in his 50s by the third movie. He's looking at like a 10-year project. Yeah, man. By the time he films the third, Michael B. Jordan will be about like 44, 45 when he does the Matrix movie around there. In a good like 10 years from now, I'll be doing the Matrix. Will be like in his mid 40s. Young, still young, obviously. And I want Michael to look a little older. I don't want him to be some 30-year-old guy now. I want him to look. He's young, but he's a lot more. He's a little older, right? Like, you know how Morpheus was in his 40s? Yeah, he's young, but he looked a little older. Yeah, have Michael B. Jordan look a little older. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me and VJ look like we're in our late 30s in the movies. I'm saying, and so I'm 36 years old, and by the what? By the what? By the third movie, I'm in my 40s. So, Sarah. Yeah, obviously. And while I am working on the script, while I am working on the what, while I am working on the Matrix 4 Deja Vu movie, obviously, the game Epic Games will be working on my Matrix game, and they'll be keeping tabs with me. That way, because like all the concept art pages that I have, I'm gonna send it to the development guys. That way the game is consistent with my movies. I'm saying, right? You have to constantly keep tabs with them. That way you can get, hey guys, here's all my concept art equipment. Here are all my notes. Give them everything, and that way they're consistent with your story, obviously. See what I'm saying? They make an amazing game for you. A Matrix Deja Vu. Yeah. Matrix Deja Vu game. My Matrix Deja Vu game, I'll release it probably exclusively on PS6, or I might release it on PC, Xbox, and play PS6. 3 consoles. Or I might just release it exclusively on PS6. I'll think about it. I might just do PS6 exclusively. Show my camera here for a sec.